Hi there. Today I'll do an unboxing followed by a review of the Anyloop ALW10 Ultra. Now, the first thing you guys will notice is that the box says VPSTAY Watch Ultra on it. Now, I think that's more of an international thing where the watch sells under a different name depending where you live, because I actually ordered this watch from Anyloop. So I can honestly say it is the ALW10 Ultra. So let's get started. First, let's open this box. And the first thing you're gonna notice right here is that the watch is actually already put together, which is pretty cool, especially because more often than not, whenever you get a smartwatch, you have to attach those straps yourself. So it's pretty nice that they do that for you ahead of time. Let's see. Here's the unit. Let's get a little bit of a closer look. There you go. Those straps are very nice and soft, very flexible, which is good. I also love that, as you can see here, it has all these little holes on it, which will make it a lot more breathable. So if you're wearing it on a hot day, it shouldn't be too bad. Here's the back with the sensors. Let's get you a closer look. Right there. Let's put them down for a second. Let's see what else is in the box. There you go. It's a lot better. Here we have the charger. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, it's not bad. It's a very basic charger. You'll notice actually many smartwatches use this type of charger right here, which is a good thing because, you know, if it goes missing, it should be pretty easy to replace. And here are the instructions, which once again, VPSTAY Watch Ultra. Well, that's it for the unboxing. Stay tuned for the review. So now we're gonna continue with the review. But the first thing I wanna show you guys, if you remember when I did the unboxing for the ALW10 from Anyloop, the box that it came in said VPSTAY Watch Ultra. So if you guys were on the fence, I did get another one from Anyloop right here. If you guys can see, I did purchase another and I did a comparison, and it is the exact same watch. So even though it came on a different box, it's actually the exact same watch. And if you guys want a little bit more proof, we can turn to the back right here. Let me flip this one around, and you guys will notice that, let's zoom in a little bit. If you look at the specs on the box, you'll notice that they are identical. The name of the watch is actually the CW Watch S6G, and you can see that on both boxes right there, on that one and this one. So if you guys were a little bit on the fence, as you can see, the watch is the real deal. Now let's take a quick look around the watch. Here we have the display, which is 1.85 inches. It's nice and big, and it's also a very high resolution display. I don't know if it's supposed to be OLED, but I do know it's a very nice quality display, so you'll be very happy with it. On the side right here, we have the crown, which you can use to turn on the watch and to activate some of the settings. So for example, if you turn the crown, you can actually switch some of the settings on the watch. Look at that. It's a pretty nice feature. And you can also use a custom setup, so you can either trigger the workouts or even make an SOS call if you're ever in an emergency. So it's pretty cool. Here are the bands, which are nice and soft. I'm actually a big fan of bands like this because they're very breathable, even though they are rubber. but they are very breathable. So when you're wearing it on a hot day, you know, they come in handy. Here is the back of the watch right here. And as you can see, just like the box, it actually says VPSTAY on it right there. So let's go into some of the settings so that you guys can see some of the features the watch supports. So if you want to go into the settings of the watch, all you have to do is swipe down to bring down your notifications right there. And unlike some of the other smartwatches I've tested, this one has no limit on how many notifications you'll have. So that's pretty cool. Now, if you want to go through some of the additional settings, you can swipe up right there. And here you have the brightness. Some full brightness, super bright. Let's bring it back down. Here we have the flashlight, which makes the screen super bright. So if you're in the dark, you can use it so that you can see. Let's turn that off. Here's do not disturb. This right here is a lock. So the lock, you press it if you're gonna go swimming. And once you're done, then all you do, you press right here, and it will expel all the water that went into the watch. So that's a pretty awesome feature. Now let me change the setting so that you guys don't have to see the screen timing out every single time. So just bear with me for a second. We'll increase it to 60 seconds. So that should do it. There you go. Now if you swipe to the left, you have your heart rate monitor. As you can see, it failed to read it because I'm not wearing it. If you swipe again, here are your sleep settings, and you can customize these, so it's gonna be different for every person. If you go to the right, here you have the suggestions. That's actually my favorite one because it's gonna have multiple different options for you to try out. They're usually the more recent ones you have used. So in this case, I have music, exercise, and the timer. And down here, we have the music controls, which is pretty awesome. Let's swipe one more time. Here we have the weather. As you guys can see, it's nice and detailed. Now, it only shows you the weather for the next coming hours. So it's not showing you, based on days or anything like that. But I still like it. If you swipe one more time to the right, you get the workouts. So if you want to do any particular workout, or you click on one, there's menu, you click it, more, and you have over 100 different workouts to choose from. So that's pretty awesome. Let's exit. There you go. For those of you who are interested in how you change the watch face, it's actually very simple. You can either do it through your phone, which I'll show you guys later, or you could do it through the watch itself. Now, if you do it through the watch, you're limited to the faces you have uploaded onto the device. So let's try that out right now. So all you have to do is press and hold the home screen. It's gonna vibrate a little bit, and there are your options for faces. Right there. That is the default watch face that usually comes with the watch when you get it. Right there. It's actually pretty nice. There's also this one, which is one of my favorite ones. And there's also this one right here. Now, one of the cool features about some of the watch faces is that not all of them, but a few of them have customizable icons on it that you can use. So for example, in this one where it says go on top, if you click it, it takes you directly to your exercise. So you don't have to go through those settings or through the menu to get to it, which is pretty awesome. Now, let me swap back to my, right here. That's my Judgment Day watch face. For those of you who are wrestling fans, I'm pretty sure you get the, the joke there. Now, let's take a quick look through the settings. So you press on the crown, Let's start all the way from the top. Activity, workout, stepping, heart rate, sleep, stress, that's for the ladies. Breathe, alarm, phone. You can actually make and receive calls directly through the watch, which is pretty awesome. Timers, stopwatch, blood oxygen, weather, right there. Back out. Camera control, you could use that too as a remote trigger, so you can take selfies with your camera. Music, right there. We'll try that in a second. Alexa, that's to trigger your assistant. And settings all the way right here. Okay, so let's take a quick look at what the app looks like. So let's launch it. It's called the Fit Being app. I know, so it could be interesting. So there you go. So if you want to go through the watch faces, you just click right here on the bottom. And here you'll get to see all the different options they have for watch faces, which is a good amount, but I am hoping that in the future they add a lot more, because let's face it, one of the good things that people like about smartwatches is the ability to customize it the way you like it. And while we do have a good amount of watch faces here, I do believe they could add a lot more to it. So they're all divided into different categories. So colorful numbers, the stars, the planets, landscapes, electronic styles, activity, and so on. So it's pretty nice. And when you click here, you go to the settings of the watch, and here's where you customize everything. You can see what watch faces have been installed on your watch right there. Those are the ones I have. And here are the settings that you can customize, including Bluetooth calling, Alexa, weather, help and data measurements, workout, SOS, and stuff like that. Overall, I think this is actually a pretty good watch. I think it's definitely an improvement over some of their previous ones. I do wish there were a few additional features that they had included on here. For example, I know some other watches allow you to set a custom preset to measure your heart rate. So if it drops below a certain point, you get a notification. Or if it goes higher than a certain point, you get a notification. And I believe that this is not an option you get to use on here. So I do hope that in the future, when they release either a new version of this watch or maybe even on an update, that is something that they can include, because I know that's a feature that people love, and it will be nice to have that here. So thank you for watching the review. If you guys have any questions, write it down below and I'll answer as soon as I can. At the end of the review, I will post an additional clip of me wearing the watch outside, so you guys can see how it looks under the direct sunlight. And I'll also add a clip of me playing music, so that you guys can see how that particular feature works. So don't think I've forgotten about it. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a nice day. So now we are going to test the built-in music player on the watch. So let's go to music, play. So right now the music is being played through my phone. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take the microphone and I'm gonna put it close to the watch so that you guys can see what it sounds like. Now to change the music playback, all you do, you click right here and switch over to watch. Let's adjust the volume. As you guys can see, it's actually pretty loud. So there you have it. So right now we're testing the watch. Unfortunately, it's been overly hot lately, so going for long walks is pretty difficult. So we're gonna make this one a short one. But as you guys can see, the screen is very clear and visible, even on a sunny day like today. There you go. As you can see, also the raise to wake feature is super accurate. So the moment I turn my wrist, it turns on pretty quickly. Now I have it set for about 15 to 20 seconds, I think. So every couple of seconds I have to turn it. But as you guys can see, it's tracking. Now I currently live in the middle of nowhere, so the GPS signal is a little bit weak, but that's again based on the location I live in. And it's doing a pretty good job, I think, of keeping track of the steps. So let's try and see real quick. It's gonna be a little bit difficult. I'm gonna try and scroll. So when you swipe to the left, there you go. You can actually see that the watch is keeping track. It's actually not connected to my phone. I purposely have Bluetooth off, but it's actually doing a pretty good job at tracking my distance. I do believe that out of all the Anyloop watches I've tried so far, this is by far the best one, at least when it comes to the display. It is just so accurate, you know. Like I said, right now I only have it at 50%, and it's insanely bright. It might be kind of difficult to tell through the video, but it is so bright and clear. It's actually pretty awesome. Yeah, so what can I say? So when I get to the house, I'll show you guys the music feature that I know you're all interested in, so that you guys can see how the watch can actually play music directly from your phone. So see you guys in a few.